Well, the trip to Ecuador really, in my mind, was inspired by one of our greats from our Neumann community, Charlotte Ryan. And so 10 years ago, starting at Neumann University, Charlotte Ryan would every year come and say, "Hey Marisa, you need to come out to Southwest United States and engage in a service learning trip during spring break on a Native American reservation." And I would always say, "Charlotte, I'd love to, that sounds really great. Oh, but my daughter's too young," or this or that, and you know what, Charlotte really did make me think there's never the right time, there's never the perfect time. If you really want to get involved, if you really want to be engaged, you just have to jump in.
It all started in 2008. I was sent by Scott Keller he offered me the opportunity to go to Spain with a group of professors to look at programs in Spanish immersion for nursing students. So it was a great trip, and I came back and talked to the dean and sort of wrote two courses, a 1-credit course and a 3-credit course. So we decided that the best thing for nursing students would be something that would be an elective in cultural competence. And so when Scott sent out the email about anybody interested in going to Ecuador, I was very excited to hear that because I had the syllabi ready to go.
In 2012, I went to El Salvador to look at their nursing program to see if there would be an opportunity to do some kind of cultural exchange at that point. The program in El Salvador was wonderful. However, the security issues were such that we didn't feel like it was the appropriate time to bring students into this. So this opportunity created the right mix of cultural, confidence and security.
So last spring, shortly after spring break, I was lucky enough to run into Scott Keller, and I had been thinking about we need, as an education department, to do a service learning trip in Latin America. This is a place that is really evolving in terms of their educational systems, and they're looking for growth, and it's a very dynamic place. And we have students who are very anxious and eager to travel and learn more. And so just one simple conversation with Scott, and he ignited a fire, and we were off and going. And in education, we had a new faculty member at the time, Stephanie Smith-Budai, and she is energetic, experienced, and knowledgeable. And so I asked Dr. Budai if she would join me on this quest. And from that point forward, Scott really led some brainstorming to triangulate and narrow down and partner with SEDE and come here to Ecuador and engage.
Well, Dr. Rasher and I spoke last fall about bringing an opportunity for Neumann University education students to really get out there and develop their skills in regards to being culturally responsive teachers. We have a lot of field experiences at Neumann where we go to private schools, public schools, Catholic schools. We work in Chester, we work in Garnet Valley, but really giving students the chance to work with students who speak different languages, who are in different countries, and get an experience of really being culturally responsive. So we talked about different countries. We looked at a Franciscan orphanage in Guatemala. We looked at some places in Costa Rica, but we chose Ecuador just because of the connection with the CDEI school, as well as they use the American dollar, so that would be easy for the students to navigate their world, and also the type of experience. They will be dealing with students who have over 14 different capabilities, which is very important because all of our education students will be dual certified in elementary and special education.
Life is messy. You're never ready. You're never ready to go serve. It's never the right time, and it's never going to be the perfect time. But what we learned here is that if you make the step, you will always receive more than you could ever get.